The Jazz couldn't have looked more confident as when they arrived at the arena earlier on. Obviously amped up for tonight's game. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. A terrific evening look at Old Town there. The historic city of Boston is our backdrop tonight. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is shaping up. Taking a look at Boston, they've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
And you know, for the Celtics, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Yeah, they'll be there in the playoffs. I'm sure of that. It's just a matter of how high they'll be seated.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, the maturity and poise of a young Jason Tatum has often been talked about. Maybe that's because his parents prepared him for the NBA from an early age in St. Louis. They had pretend press conferences using a hairbrush as the microphone. As you can say, he's been groomed for this, and it's paying off. Guys?
Yeah, they dotted every I and crossed every T. David, thank you. Hey, Chris, tonight, two teams with a lot of depth. What's the difference in mindset between coming off the bench versus starting the game?
Well, when you start the game, it's like you already know what minutes are planned. You can warm up with the expectation of getting right into the game. You know your assignment. You know the starters that are going to be in the game. When you come off the bench, it's different. You know, what's the rotation of the game? When do you get in? Does the coach have a feel to get you in earlier? Is the starter that you're replacing, is he hot and you have to wait an extra 2 minutes? And also, from time of warm-up to time of getting in the game is usually about 15 minutes of real time. And so can you stay loose on the bench and can you train your body to say, wait a minute, I know it's game time, but I need 7 more minutes and then it's my turn to play.
I like that. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. And for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guards. Hayward and Williams together inside. And it's Tatum in at the small forward. And Utah has possession. Smart deciding where to go with it. To the left side wing. Here's Walker. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
This is the thing about Walker. He will challenge you from the perimeter. He will challenge you inside also.
Now Conley. They really needed more from him in that loss to New York. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Walker. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
How about the quick feet of Walker that really come into play on his drives to the rack?
We're about 1 minute into the first. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Walker against Conley. A floater. The wide open look here for Ingles. They get it back. Gobert can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
He had stolen by Ingles. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Smart on the wing. Covered by Mitchell.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Bogdanovich, know what?
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from them.
There's Walker with the 3, and no good. Good work defensively by Conley. For Utah, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Good on the bucket.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Walker against Conley. Outside, Smart. Back to Walker. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 from Tatum. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You love the confidence of Tatum. He'll rise and fire, even with the defender glued to him.
Conley against Walker. Conley kicks to Bogdanovic. Here's Conley. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Here's Mitchell. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
And I think we'd agree, Chris, one of the great players never to make an all-star team. What a career for Mike Conley.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. And let me give you the other name. That's Rod Sterling. But to Mike Conley's credit, it's always been the team goals that's mattered to him most. I mean, he wants to realize every bit of his potential, but beyond that, he wants to win a title.
That free throw, no good.
Oh, that's just the veteran, Conley. I mean, he's such an amazing defender who offers a lot of wisdom and leadership to younger teammates.
And he sinks the second. Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant right before the draft. That deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
Now Bogdanovic. After Gordon Hayward's three-pointer, they didn't go. Ingles can't get it to go.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Pass to Hayward. Fires the 3. Utah with the rebound. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, in that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
Well, they certainly made their presence felt on defense. They were active and rejected a number of shots.
So it's Utah now, trailing by 4. Smart against Mitchell. Has to Gobert. Knocked away. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Walker's running. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And it's 6 points for Kemba Walker.
When Walker gets out in transition, good luck. Running so quickly down the floor for these high percentage chances.
Here's Conley. Teardrop shot. Here's Gobert. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
Inching closer to the postseason, Chris, the playoffs right around the corner. Is there anything you would change with the playoff format?
You know, I thought about this a lot, and because it's cyclical, meaning who's going to be number 1 or number 8 in your conference, that makes me not want to change anything. One idea, however, that I've always entertained is top 1 through 16. So it doesn't, let's take conferences out of it, let's take divisions out of it and just rank them by records 1 through 16. I think that would have a pretty good impact on who's in and who's out, but I think it would also mess with travel and a whole logistical and a whole bunch of logistics in that way and mess it up. But I really like how we have it, man. 1 through 8 on both sides, and may the best team win.
How about reseeding?
Well, we could reseed, and that just opens up so many You know what? I'm a guy, I got to get used to changing. Maybe if I hear some more ideas, I'm with it. But right now, I like it the way we go.
I hear you. I hear you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Smart.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
And so Smart nails both of them. You know, Greg, defense are given for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
Now, here's Ingles. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Williams with the block.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Hayward goes in.
Look, right there, the defense overcommits. Hayward with good awareness finds the open man.
Jazz trail by 7. Outside Conley. Williams with the block. Outside Smart. And the shot is long. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
You got to be locked in on the road. I mean, when there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
Now here's Conley following the miss by Donovan Mitchell.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And so it's Boston with it, following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding the open man.
Jazz trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter's checked in for Hayward. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Smart. Utah also making some changes. Davis comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Bogdanovich. Walker against Conley. Outside Tatum. The 9-foot shot. Here's Williams. And Kanter wide open. He shoots. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Conley against Walker. Conley kicks to Clarkson. Now here's Gobert. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New York.
This is rebounding. It stood out even more than me. I mean, they could not keep him off the glass.
Now Brown following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Brown the pass to Kanter. Goes up the baseline. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Celtics lead by 11.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Utah has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Conley against Walker. Conley dishes to Davis. And he banks in the layup.
I love the awareness. Conley is adept at reading the defense and realizing when his guys are on cover.
Celtics leading by 9. And here's Walker. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. To the paint. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Walker's got 8.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Outside Conley. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot.
So consistent in shooting from deep. You can't let Conley get into a rhythm from this area.
For Boston, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. And Walker kicks to Williams. Over Gobert. That misses off the backboard. Jazz trail by 8. And it's Conley penetrating. And the pass to Clarkson. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Jazz. They've had a great season, and will look to extend that into the playoffs.
Right now for the Jazz, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
Conley against Walker. Clock at 6. And it's Brown missing.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And it's Mitchell missing.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
6 feet out. And it's Brown getting it to go.
I tell you what, Brown is a powerful wing player. You'd like to get him the ball inside.
So it's the Jazz now. It's a 10-point game. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice comes in for Robert Williams. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Michael Conley. Now, here's Clarkson. His last outing, he had 8 points. O'Neal against Brown. 4 on the clock. Here's Clarkson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Good lift on the jump shot from Clarkson. He has some explosiveness off the floor.
Here's Wanamaker. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Brown against Clarkson. Brown, good. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
A nice shot by Tatum. Tatum's got 9.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Gobert. He can't get that one. Excellent D from Cantor. Celtics leading by 12. Here's Tatum. O'Neal with the rebound. Utah has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Here's Mudiay, and Mudiay throws it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And Boston has possession after the basket by Utah. Cantor with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. 15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Clarkson. They get it back. Davis. It's deflected. Here's Wanamaker. There's Brown with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 7, and so it's Boston. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get right back to the action when we return. During his tenure in Utah, Coach Quinn Snyder has quickly earned the appreciation of his players, including Rudy Gobert.
Very lucky to have a coach like that. He really takes everything, with heart, and he wants us to be the best defensive team in the league, as I do. And I think when the coach and the players are on the same page, usually, good things happen.
Coach Snyder doing a terrific job with his team.
Just a great tactician, and he's clearly got his guys buying in to his message.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Celtics here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Gobert. Davis is out there with O'Neal. And there's Emmanuel Mudiay. And it's Williams-Goss in at the 2. And so it's Mudiay with it. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 13. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Now here's Gobert. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4. Celtics leading by 11. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Outside Tatum. Gobert with the block. Round against O'Neal. Down low. Ball's knocked loose. Now Gobert. 5 points in the game. Goes up from the top of the key. Davis on the follow. Davis has got it back down to within single digits for the Jazz.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now here's Brown. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Tatum's shot is off.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
And that one's good. Williams-Goss.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Wanamaker looking over the floor. Outside Tatum. Back to Wanamaker. Passes it to Brown. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Brown's got 9.
Oh, you gotta love the explosiveness. Brown just eating up any lane to the basket he sees. Out of Willard High School in Georgia, Jaylen Brown was ranked 2nd in the class of 2015 after Ben Simmons. All the powerhouses came calling. He went the unexpected route, choosing UC Berkeley.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. And Cal Berkeley, not the biggest basketball program in the country. So, Chris, what led Brown to go there?
Well, former NBA All-Star Sharif Abdur-Rahim, another Wheeler High alum, took the same path. Look, Kevin, both of them welcomed the intellectual challenge. Now, Sharif, not only could he hoop, but now he's the president of the G League. And Jaylen Brown, he's the vice president of the Players Union.
Here's Wanamaker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Hayward on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Rebounded by the Jazz. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Moutier. It's blocked. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. That one drops for him.
You better get your money's worth with Marcus Smart. I mean, that ticky-tack stuff won't fade.
And after signing a 4-year, $52 million contract extension, Marcus Smart rewarded the Celtics, Chris, with the best season of his young career.
Yeah, his best shooting percentages by far. I mean, add in his continued progress as a playmaker. Don't forget he's the man on the defensive end. I think that's money well spent for Boston.
And that one falls for Smart. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. Here's Bogdanovich. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Kicks it to Moutier. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 14. Poirier grabs the miss. Boston leading by 8. And the call will be against Emmanuel Moutier. That's his first foul. Kemba Walker is checked in for Boston. Tice passes to Walker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you have to give credit to Kemba Walker, who has always found ways to improve his game year after year. Has worked on that shot and tool set enough where he can now be a handful to defend for any guard.
Super 2.
That's good from Kemba Walker. And with Walker, as he has progressed as a player, you know, Greg, so has his leadership.
And Kemba has been a natural leader for so long during his time. When your leader puts in the work that Kemba does, it has to inspire the rest of that roster.
Mike Conley's checked in for the Jazz. He doesn't get the second one.
A shoot-first point guard who can fill it up in a hurry. That's Walker, and quite simply, he's one of the game's best scorers.
Here's Williams-Goss. Outside, Davis. 6 on the shot clock. High, arcing shot. The Jazz keeping it alive. A new 14. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Williams-Goss.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Pass to Smart. No good on that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Smart. He's had an impressive second half of the season. He's averaging 14 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
Now here's Walker. Marcus Smart missing that last shot, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Michael Conley picks one up.
Oh, man. Look at the skill set Walker has. Superb using his body inside to draw that contact.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
Shoot two.
First free throw is good.
And with all their rangy wing defenders, the Celtics are well suited for the modern game.
Oh, yeah, they make it tough for opponents to get clean looks on the perimeter, GA, with their defense. I mean, it's a strong defensive team also because of the competitors that they possess.
And the Celtics making a change here. Williams is checked in. Kemba Walker hits them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Mitchell against Smart. Mitchell dishes to Conley. Here's Davis. Ingles goes up again. In deep. Davis drops it in. Davis has got 6.
Toughness and energy on the boards. An easy putback to show forward.
Walker against Conley. And Walker kicks to Smart. Looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Robert Williams. That's foul number 2 for him. Enes Kanter's checked in for Daniel Tice. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against Cleveland.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
But you also got to give credit to the offense, too. I mean, they exploited every hole they saw in the defense.
Here's Walker. Michael Conley making his last shot. Outside, Smart. Celtics passing it around. Hayward passes to Williams. Over Davis. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Hayward.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Jazz trail by 7. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
Here's Bogdanovich. Pass to Conley. Here's Mitchell. He dishes it to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here's Walker. 11 points in the game. Hayward can hit. There's the feed to Conley. The rebound by the Celtics. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Great value in rim protection, Chris. Talk about some of the characteristics that you have seen and you use yourself in being a good shot blocker.
Well, your reputation precedes you as a shot blocker. So as a shot blocker, you've already blocked enough shots that everyone knows, hey, I'm Rudy Gobert. Don't come in here unless you want to get that shot swatted out of the way. My name's Joel Embiid. Did you see my highlights of last game? So really what I'm saying is a shot blocker is always in your thought process. I still have nightmares about Mutombo. Oh, come on, let's
I bet.
Go to the next, go to the next one, please. Come on. Get off shot blockers.
Now, here's Ingles. Back to Conley. That one's good. Just his third make brings him to 3 for 8 in this game.
A real weapon of Conley's. I mean, he has a floating jump shot down pat. It's almost unguardable.
Here's Walker. And Davis pulls it down. Ingles kicks to Clarkson. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Now just a 2-point Boston lead.
You know Clarkson loves to drive, but he's also improving from distance.
Now here's Walker. He's got 11. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Well, the book, Greg, is the same for Enes Kanter as it's always been. Great score inside, but his defense leaves you wanting.
And Kevin, at this point, he is who he is. I mean, for better or worse. Kanter is still a force off the bench to give a team some post presence in their second unit, but not sure he'll ever be a player to build around.
And some teams have fancy dinners, guest speakers, and field trips. I mean, the Celtics culture is more straightforward. It's all about the work.
And Kanter drops them both. And that work ethic, the core of the Celtics values, are written on a big placard on their locker room wall.
Yeah, it emphasizes unselfishness, execution, toughness, and hustle. Those are the values of their team.
Now here is Conley. 8 points for him. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's foul number 2 for him. Gobert, he's checked in for Davis. On defense, Boston. They lead by 4. Conley inside the line. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, Walker. There's the pass to Smart. Back to Walker. Here's Kanter. He's on target from 8 feet out. Kanter's got 4 points this quarter.
Look, he pounces on the chance when the D falls asleep. Easy 2.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Jazz. Mitchell outside. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Celtics leading by 3. And here's Walker. He's got 11. Smart finds Williams. The Celtics working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. 13 feet away. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Jazz have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Free throw drops for Ingles.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Tatum, he's checked in for Hayward. And it's Brown in for Marcus Smart. Good on both. The Celtics with the lead. Outside, Walker. The dish to Brown. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
It's something we saw a lot from Brown as an amateur, the ability to draw fouls and get to the line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And the first one at the line is good. Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be, more patient?
Oh, are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me go. This is why I need a psychologist because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Ron Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations, and their expectations may not be based in reality. That's his second three-pointer of this quarter after not getting any in the first.
Walker with it. 11 points in the game. Passes it to Williams. Back to Walker. Inside. Stolen by O'Neal. One-on-one here. Mitchell wide open. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Boston's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. There's the lob to Brown. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, the breathtaking athleticism of Brown. I mean, just incredible at rising up and packing a punch on these dunks.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. And stolen by Williams. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
Oh, what incredible precision. Brown cutting the D to pieces in his pass.
Here's Clarkson. He has 5. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Brown over to help. Has to go big. Here's O'Neal. Good on the triple. O'Neal's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Count that one.
Oh, look, he's looking like a runaway train tonight. I don't think they've got a chance to slow Walker down in this one.
Mitchell outside. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Celtics lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We saw Kemba Walker lighting it up in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, I love the way they're pushing the tempo, beating the defense down the floor, filling the lanes, finishing with authority, Ernie, getting to the rim and finishing hard.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
Well, they need to strike a balance between being aggressive and being too aggressive. You know, Ernie, you need to be solid defensively at the same time, but not get pushed around. I think they're giving up a lot of free throws, way too many. You need to go back to playing solid, fundamental defense and build the energy from there.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Walker and Smart, the guards. Tatum out there with Ennis Cantor. And it's Williams at the 5. That's the Boston 5. Well, guys, you talk about players coming in and with a huge impact. Jason Tatum showed he was more than ready to be an NBA star.
Rare do you see a player as polished and as impactful as Tatum. Stepped right in to be one of the top players on a top team with Boston. Fits their system perfectly, and really the sky is the limit for that young man.
The first one falls.
Well, who could forget Jason Tatum's rookie year? I mean, in the 2018 playoffs, all he did was lead the Celtics in scoring at just 20 years old, taking Boston to Game 7 of the conference finals.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Cantor. He's perfect from the line this time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now Conley. He kicks to Mitchell. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Lob pass to Hayward. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Mitchell. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Bogdanovich passes to Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. That's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Walker.
And he's been very active with his hands. How about the steal numbers this month? He's been really hounding on the defensive side.
About 1 minute played here in the second half.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Williams looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tatum kicks to Walker. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 3. Poke loose. Stolen by Smart. And Hayward with the stuff.
And right there, Hayward's in full attack mode, imposing his will on the game.
Jazz have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Outside Conley. It's good. Conley's got 10.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Walker against Conley. Outside Tatum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And we all know Tatum has worked out with Kobe, and evidently he's picked up some tricks of his own.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And that one falls for Tatum. and so Tatum nails them both. And so it's Utah here with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Gobert. Mitchell outside. Knocks it loose. And he drops it in from the low post. 8 points for him.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
Conley against Walker. Here's Hayward, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Tuesday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers.
And for their matchup with the Bucks, it's not going to be a picnic, but they know heading in, it's a game you got to get excited for as a player. It can be a big statement taking down one of the top teams in the East.
That free throw good from Hayward.
And every season, I mean, Hayward plays with so much confidence these days.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Brad Wanamaker comes in for Walker. Emmanuel Mudiay is checked in for the Jazz. Hayward hits them both. Jazz trail by 5. Conley, the pass to Gobert. Mudiay dishes to Conley. Over Tice. Here's Gobert. Gets the bucket and the foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower. Probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
Gobert, no good on that free throw.
And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
Jazz trail by 5. Here's Mudiay. Yes! And the foul. That one on Smart.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek Freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
Mind the lane. One shot.
Mudiay, no good on the free throw.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Mudiay must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Jazz trail by 3. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. 5 to shoot. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
Williams-Goss is checked in for the Jazz. And so it's Boston with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Wanamaker, defended by Mudiay. Poirier, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Here's Wanamaker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Boston, no good that time either. It's Gobert with the ball for the Jazz. They trail by 1. Williams-Goss the pass to Gobert. This is to Davis. Dismissed. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Tatum finds Smart, and they pick up 2. Smart's got 7.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Williams-Goss the pass to Gobert. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. The Celtics have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Here's Wanamaker. Now here's Tatum. Ready by Bogdanovich. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. That one a little long. Smart against Bogdanovich. Poirier.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Jazz trail by 3. Here's Williams-Goss. He has 6. And Gobert kicks to Moutier. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. From 15 feet away, here's Gobert. Well, every team needs rebounders. Let's check out the league's top rebounders. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
And guys, his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off their other bigs. It frees those guys up to contribute in a lot of other ways.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Gobert. Enes Kanter's checked in for Boston. Jaylen Brown comes in for Brad Wanamaker. Both good from the line that time. Now a timeout called by Boston. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. And a chance here to see the numbers for Davis. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. He's averaging 7 points a game, 14 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. He's been reflected in that stat sheet.
The pass to Tatum. Brown outside. Utah with the rebound. Bogdanovich has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Utah's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Moutier looking around. Pass to Gobert. Moutier against Brown. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. It's tipped out of bounds. Boston takes possession.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. The past month has been surreal. First in rebounding, And defensively, he controls the airspace like no other, ranking second in the league in blocks per game.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Now, Smart, after Bogdanovich missing on that last three-pointer. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from deep.
Pass to Williams-Goss. Back to Moutier. And it's denied. But he stays with it to the middle. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Davis.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Stolen. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. They get the rebound.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
Here's Williams-Goss. He has 6. Gobert, the pass to Bogdanovich. Clock at 2. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Moutier. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Bogdanovich. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the signing of Bojan Bogdanovich, a great move for the Jazz. With his shooting, more spacing for Gobert and Mitchell to operate, he's capable of creating shots on his own as well.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Bogdanovich is a confident, efficient player, a guy who can play either the 2 or 3 spots on the floor.
Kemba Walker's checked in for the Celtics. Then for the Jazz, O'Neal's checked in for Davis. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Williams-Goss. And so Bogdanovich nails both of them. So it's Boston now. Outside, Walker. Brown outside. And Brown throws it down hard.
Oh, not at all afraid of contact. Brown is aggressive driving to the basket.
And here's Moutier. Kicks it to Gobert. Back to Moutier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Cantor's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
And Tice gets it to go. And now an 8-point Boston lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Kemba Walker picks one up.
Well, that's 3 straight German League titles for Daniel Tice. I mean, before he made his NBA debut at the age of 24, he's an athletic two-way player, and he's shown he belongs.
Shooting 2.
A free throw drops for Gobert. And last season, Daniel Tice shooting over 40% from long range, and Chris over 75% around the rim.
Yeah, Kevin, when you call that great efficiency, both inside and out. New contract this summer to reward his terrific play.
Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Hayward comes in for Jason Tatum. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Here's Hayward. Rebounded by Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Clarkson passes to Ingles.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Ingles. And he can't hit the second. Boston leading by 6. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
The near 7-foot wingspan of Jaylen Brown. I mean, the hops. This is a guy who can dunk on anyone.
1:56 left to play in the third. Clarkson with the ball. He's got 5. Has to go bare, and taken away by Brown. Left side Walker launches it. Good work defensively by Conley. Jazz trail by 8, and Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw line. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Former first-team All-Rookie after being picked in the second round. Clarkson, a draft day steal.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. 1:37 left in the third. Conley against Walker. And the pass to Hayward. Back to Walker. Puts it up. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. 8-point game. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. And that's it for him. He's fouled out. Not only that, we are in the bonus, and we'll have to go to the line for 2. Boston making a switch here. Wanamaker's checked in.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Marcus Smart's checked in for the Celtics. So he gets them both. Celtics leading by 6. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Brown outside. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
You know what? Boy, Kevin, you can't teach that. Brown just showing off his incredible dunking ability.
54 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Conley. 12 points for him. In the corner, it's Clarkson. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. There's 39 seconds left here in the third quarter. Conley against Smart. Hayward outside. Inside. Shoot from the right block, and Williams gets it to go on the assist by Hayward. And now it's a 10-point Celtic lead. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Conley against Smart. Now here is Conley. Mitchell outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Mitchell's got 11.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We come back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Inside, we have Ingles and Gobert. And it's Clarkson in at the 3 side. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Jazz trail by 7. Gobert dishes to Clarkson. He kicks it to Mitchell. Shoots from the line, and the jumper is good.
A nice play call there. Down the stretch, getting him the open look.
Yeah, and when the game is tight, you can see why they go to him. And by the way, where was the defense on that play?
Now here's Smart. Brown outside. Right side, Williams. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, I know they want to make Williams a stretch 4 or 5, but the mid-range jumper at present is still where he's most comfortable.
Here's Mitchell. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Outside Conley from downtown. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
This is why you have to be right on Conley, because he's a threat to shoot off the pass.
Conley against Smart. Stolen by Mitchell. 3-pointer. The shot off that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way.
And until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
And that one is good. And that's 21 points for Jaylen Brown.
Oh, you love the level of concentration Brown maintains. I mean, taking the hit well and finishing in style.
Jazz trail by 6. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count. Here's
Smart for 3. Hayward. Ingles with the rebound.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Utah has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Mitchell passes to Gobert. Tipped away. Now Clarkson. Clock at 4. Passes it to Conley. The three-pointer is right on target. And it's now only a 1-point Celtic lead.
Good at getting into a rhythm. Conley, he knows when he's hot and how to ride that wave of the momentum.
Hayward outside. Over in the corner, Brown. Back to Hayward. Shoots over Clarkson. Hayward can't hit.
He's lucky his teammates have picked up the slack for him. I mean, his shooting has been horrific.
Mitchell against Smart. Here's Clarkson. Gobert trying to get open. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now here's Conley. After Gordon Hayward's miss, he blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
First one falls for him.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Davis is checked in for Utah. Bogdanovich comes in for Clarkson. And Brown drops them both. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. On the wing, Ingles. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Smart. Hayward outside. Tatum on the wing. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Outside Conley. Back to Ingles. The Jazz working the ball around now. Bounce pass Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Conley against Tatum. Conley's shot is off. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. Outside, Smart. Ingles against Hayward. Now here's Smart. Not a lot of room. Williams gets the bucket.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Now here's Conley. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And stolen by Tatum. And that's out of bounds. Boston will return possession. Now a timeout called by Boston.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Jazz trail by 5. Conley surveying the D. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
Well, this shows how fearless Conley is. Able to burrow his way inside and make the defense foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
You gotta love how Brown finishes strong, driving fast and hard to the cup for the rim-rocking Shazam.
Jazz trail by 6. And here is Conley. Outside, Davis. Mitchell against Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. And he overshot that one, missing. Boston leading by 6. Outside, Smart. Pass to Hayward. From past the arc. Kept alive by Boston. Williams kicks to Brown. Tips it up, and Williams is right there. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Mitchell looking it over. The Jazz with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Hayward passes to Smart. Brown outside. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
He can go inside, he can shoot it, he can dominate on the fast break. And tonight, Brown is doing it all.
Conley with it. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Utah calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jaylen Brown.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. And so it's Utah here with the ball, trailing by 10. Smart against Mitchell. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Dang, that's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
Now, here's Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Outside Conley. Launches a 3.
And they should probably start looking to get the ball inside more. The three-pointer hasn't been there for them like it was in that first half.
Brown against Mitchell. Feeds to Tatum. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
And a few more plays like that are all they need to make their comeback bid a real one.
Smart against Conley. Smart dishes to Brown. Hayward on the wing. Looking to get it going. Ingles with the rebound.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Conley with it. Picked up by Brown. Kept alive. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Davis.
Tremendous adjustment in there. Hard to stay focused on the hoop when you got to do that.
Now Smart. Outside Tatum. Back to Smart. Lets it go with the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Showing his range. Smart spacing the floor.
Now here is Conley. Kicks to Davis. Brown against Conley. Over Brown. Up again. Davis on the follow.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Now here's Smart. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, and I think working himself to the line, an area where Smart really can excel. I mean, he's built for contact, that's for sure.
And that one falls for Smart.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with this fiery approach to the game.
And so he makes both from the line. Jazz trail by 9. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. Here's Conley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. It's in there. Conley with the assist. And that's now 20 points for Donovan Mitchell.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
But it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Now here's Smart, and the dunk by Brown.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Jazz trail by 8. Here is Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Smart. Williams finds Tatum. On the wing, Brown. Hayward outside. A 3 ball. drills the three-pointer. And it's an 11-point Boston lead.
A quick decision maker. Hayward wasting no time. Launches it right out of the catch.
Conley against Brown. On the wing, Mitchell. There's 1:17 left in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Back to Conley. That one misses. And it's Boston the other way.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Celtics.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep. And that has to be a relief.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jaylen Brown.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
Here's Brown following the bucket by the Jazz. Hayward outside. Fires, high post. Rebounded by the Jazz.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Utah calls timeout. They're down by 8. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Wanamaker. So we see Boston get the win here. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Gordon, a great win over a very explosive team tonight.
Yeah, they're a team you got to be physical with them. You know, you can't let them get a rhythm going with the scores and the talent that they had. So we had to really match their intensity, and I thought it was a great win.
I know that's what you guys work on extensively in the show tonight. Thanks, Gordon. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.